Hey guys, what's going on? So, got a bunch of things to cover here. Probably only going to cover, some of it in this video, some of it in another video, because I try to keep them short or whatever. Um, what I'm going to talk about this video, guys, is the Freemax Starre tank. Other name would be that Magamus tank that they just came out with. They're both the same tanks, I'm pretty sure. Matt Suck My Mod, I just watched this video of him ripping open a coil on one. I'm not going to do that in my video, but I will show you up close the coil. I did rip open a coil when I first got one of these home. I threw it out, unfortunately. But I can tell you that the same exact coil was the same exact coil Matt showed on his channel. He did mention that the Magnumus to go that route because it was updated or something. I don't know if the Freemax Starre was updated to the exact specs of that Magamus, but I know that the Freemax has been updated to a version 2 because the one I received was a version 2. Problem is the version 2 sucks and it leaks. It leaks. Every one of them leaks, guys. Kind of disappointing, to be honest with you, because really tells me that the company couldn't take 5 minutes to check their product and, you know what I mean, see that it wasn't leaking, because honestly, guys, it doesn't take that long to see that this thing leaks. I have pictures of what happened. The first night I chalked it up to user error because I fell asleep and I guess I knocked my Sigelli over, and when I woke up it was on its side like this and there was juice all over my bed from, keep in mind, not right now I got the Derringer on there, I'm talking about the Freemax tank. So the tank was on there, I woke up, it was on its side, juice all over the bed. Not a good morning, obviously. Cleaned everything, got the juice back in here, and I chalked it up to my fault. Okay, go back to sleep that night. This time I didn't fall asleep with it on the bed. I put it next to my bed, dresser stand next to my bed, sitting straight up just like this. Next morning I wake up, juice all down the sides, all over the Sigelli, and I have pictures that I'll probably show right now. Yeah, so as you can see, the thing pissed all over my box, and that ain't even the beginning, guys. I cleaned it off and everything as best as I could, got a damn towel, cleaned off everything, took the door off. There was juice inside, not that bad, but there was still juice inside. Yeah, the Sigelli wouldn't even start for a while, for about 10 minutes. Then it started to start, I got it to turn on, but what would happen was I would vape, and the screen would, and the minute I would be done taking my first vape, the screen would twitch, and then it would just freeze, and the screen would stay, and if you would go and try and vape that second time, it wouldn't vape for you. So it would vape the first time, the minute you let go of the button, the screen would twitch, and then it would just stay like a normal screen, like you do all the time, but if you went to go vape it again, it wouldn't work. So for about a half hour straight, I kept taking the batteries out and resetting it, putting it back on, putting them back in, turning it back on, to the point where eventually it was firing once, and then instead of that second time twitching, it would do something I felt even worse, and it would split. I'll show you guys a picture right now. See that? So the screen would split on me, and it would show the chip make and model name and all that. And to be honest with you guys, I've never seen that before in using this device in normal use, so that was kind of weird. Let me take a quick vape. Derringer rips. I got a little .3 24 gauge, like, I don't know, 4 wrap in here. One single coil. Yeah, great little tank. Definitely a review coming up for this, just to show you guys. I got the clone with all the different color top caps and everything. So pretty cool. Right now, I got the brass on there. So anyway, about the Starre tank, about it leaking everywhere. You guys saw the pictures. Wasn't happy. On top of the Sigelli doing the split screen thing, eventually, after just taking the batteries out and putting it back in, and I just kind of left it chill, you know, let it do its thing for a while. And then when I went back to it after about a half hour, everything started working again on its own. I didn't do anything to fix it, so I don't know what was up with that, but I wasn't really too happy that a company couldn't take their time out to test this. And anybody that says that they test their products, really? You're gonna really? Because I don't think they do. Because if they did, they would know if this thing leaks. Excuse me. So let's dive down into it, because I did receive an email from the person who sold this to me, the store, and no worry, guys. If you guys ordered one of these, just contact the store that you bought it from, because Freemax Starre is sending out all new bottom sections to all the stores and all the distributors or whatever, to people that already have ordered this and that are having leakage problems. So you guys will be getting another bottom section. And I believe first they were going to do an O-ring, but now I know that they're sending out bottom sections. I just received an email today that mine's being shipped tomorrow. So all I did, guys, to remedy the situation, I knew right away that it was lacking. Well, you know what? Let's dive down and I'll explain further. It's reflecting a glare off the screen, so let's just dive down into it. Case opens up, really easy, simple. Pull your tank out. Here's where we dive into cons already. My tank received scratch marks, or whatever you want to call it, scuff marks already on it. Let me see if I can find the one. Here you go. See that one right there? That came on there already, guys. Nice big scuff mark on there. I'm not too happy with the machining quality of this tank, to be honest with you. I also have a small nick. Well, there's nicks and scuffs all over it, to be honest with you guys. But there was another one on top here. Let me see if I can find. Yeah. Let's see if I can see it right there. Could barely see it. It's right underneath my finger right here. You could see it, but in real life it's very visible. And there's just, when you look up close at it, there's just other little scuff marks all up against it. Let me see if, yeah, this ain't gonna focus. There you go. Just not the cleanest quality, you know what I mean? Okay, so before we get into the box, or you know what, yeah, we'll just show you the contents now. So you pull out the back, and what I love about this is they include, and I believe they do it in the Magamus too. They give you a new glass, replacement glass, and I have it. This is a 0.25. So my tank came with 0.2 ohm in it. So this is the 0.5 replacement. Mine came with a 0.2 in it and a 0.2 replacement coil. But he also sent me a couple extra replacement coils, which was nice of him. And we'll get into my problem with these in a minute. Okay. So there's your replacement stuff back here. The coil and the tank. It just has some information about the product on the back. You know, no warning or anything like that. Just they already checked for authenticity. No warning or anything. You know, it just says that you could take it from 20 to 100 watts, depending on the coil, what the components are inside. No warning. Here it just explains, you know, measurements, wattage, what coil, you know, sizes, all that good stuff. Here you go. This is a chart explaining the gauge, the air gauges, and we'll get into that. One feature that I like about this tank when adjusting the airflow. This is a diagram explaining some of the parts. And then the back is just explains some features that it has, like the back here just has some features that they say the tank provides, like big range, 20 to 100 watts, big airflow, 6 increments of air holes, pure taste, warm vapor, large capacity, you know, all that stuff. Healthy materials, you know, just nothing about, you know, being safe or anything like that, though. Don't like that. Okay, so that's that. Let's get into the tank. Just gonna unscrew it from the bottom like any other tank. Okay, now guys, here's where lies the problem with all of these, okay? See how I have a black O-ring on here? The O-ring that originally came on here was a clear white one, a see-through, okay? It was way too thin. The O-ring, this one, and I'll get it, we'll get into it, but the other O-ring that was on here wasn't even protruding past the threads. So the threads were sticking out farther than the original O-ring, which in that case led to leaking because the O-ring wasn't thick enough. So, to you guys that have a Doge Authentic version 2 from Congregate, in that package came 3 rubber black O-rings like this. I took one of them out and I put them on here. The diameter of this O-ring is actually bigger. The diameter is bigger than the original that was on here, but this O-ring is thicker also. I'm not going to tell you that it would work perfectly because it did for the first 4 days now that I've been using it, but when I came back to it this morning, I didn't have that much juice left to begin with when I left the tank last night, but it still managed to leak out a little bit I had in there. And I thought it was rather strange because it's been working flawless since I've replaced this O-ring. So I don't know if it was just I didn't have the tank screwed tight for that or what, but it's been working good once I replaced this O-ring. And if you don't have a Doge V2 black O-ring, I'm sure you can, you know, keep messing with other ones until you find one that works, but I'm just letting you guys know that the one in there worked for me. Okay? So, just like your Atlantis, guys, I ain't going to go to crazy, take it all apart. Just like your Atlantis, it's got the vertical coil. This is a dual, or parallel, really, vertical coil. They're not on top of each other. They run, here, I'm going to show this. It's a parallel, okay? And you see how it's got the slits in there, too, that hold the outer wick? It's the same exact coil, guys. It's a parallel, okay? What else here? So, that's your loading. You're just going to load it on either slot, either side, you know. It's pretty easy, too. Fairly easy loading. 5 mil capacity, I believe it is. Yes, 5 mil. Alright, guys, so let's load this sucker up and do a quick vape. I got one of my unicorn bottles here. With the unicorn bottle, it's fairly easy, and I did it with a drip bottle too, and it's still easy, but this is really easy. You just put it in that corner, and away she fills. I'm not going to put too much in here, because to be honest with you, I'm worried about it leaking all out on me again, and this is some pretty good juice that I don't want to waste. So just enough to get her going. Like always, guys, I'm going to prime my coils, which is very important with these tanks. Everybody knows this by now. If you don't, make sure you do this. Make sure you prime your coils with liquid. It's very important. Okay. So you're just gonna, it's just like the Atlantis, guys. Okay, so anybody curious about taking it apart and loading it, it's just like the Atlantis. Now, this is the one thing I like about this tank. Why can't every tank have this? You know, guys, I don't feel like going to get it, but my sub-tank mini, when I was taking it apart one day, I had one of those events where it was so hard to take off, I had to break out the pliers one night. Well, I wound up taking the bottom section completely apart on the sub-tank mini by accident to where I lost the little ball inside there that when you click it into a setting stays in place. So now my sub-tank mini bottom adjustment just slides around everywhere. If they would just honestly make every tank like this, I think it's such a great innovation. I really do. These clicks, that's just, you know, it's just simple. It's just every tank should be doing that. So here's what she looks like. A little liquid in her. Big drip tip. I didn't show you guys that. Definitely a big bore drip tip. She tapers down, but you know she's got to get that connection. So, but it's snug. It's a little loose, but it doesn't. I'm pulling to the side right now. It doesn't. It's a good drip tip. Trust me, guys. You can hear it, but it doesn't move. See, I'm pushing really hard, so it's not gonna bend in your mouth like other ones or whatever. If you guys are wondering what I'm vaping on, and real quick, I'll show you guys too. These juices are all coming up for review, but they're coming up after the vaporite.com juices that I have coming with my father. I got LA Art liquids here, the Space Rocks, which is really good. I'm really liking this, guys. To me, this tastes like, you know, when you get the Iceman that comes by in a hot summer day, and he has those rainbow rocket ice pops, the rainbow rocket ice cream, iced Italian ice pops. Tastes just like that, guys. Tastes like a rainbow Italian ice. Very good. Even though the description said a strawberry kiwi. This is another one that didn't get great reviews. My father bought this for me because he knows I'm all about breakfast vapes. This one's called the Waffle, and it's made by Epicus Nebula. Great high quality juice, if you ask me. Thick clouds. Great. It's supposed to have a little banana kick to it. It does a little bit, but after I vape it for a while, I don't get it that much anymore. And if that's gonna steer you guys away right there, I'm telling you, for this one, still give it a try if you like waffles and syrup and stuff like that. Those type of vapes. Even I'm not a banana guy either. I actually don't like banana at all. So I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this pop. You know, I still gave it a try. And the banana is very vaguely there, if there at all, just slightly there. It's enough for me to handle, and it's really good, guys. I liked it. The other one was my father's ADV. He can drink this stuff. He really likes the Suicide Bunny Mother's Milk. This is a strawberries and cream vape. This is a very popular company, very popular what do you call it, flavor. I'm sure a lot of you guys already heard about that or have tried it. So yeah, to be honest with you, I wasn't feeling the Mother's Milk from Suicide Bunny, but that ain't my my go-to taste. So yeah, take the Derringer off here. That will be coming up for review as well. A lot of reviews, guys. I got a Simple Mod from I got the best Simple Mod clone I feel from all the reviews. I got the A Mod from what's that company? Tobacco. I'm sorry, Waterfo, or however you pronounce it. The A-Mod, I feel like they make the best one. I got that coming in for review. I have an IPv4 coming in for review. I have a Lemo 2 coming in for review, and a Goliath coming in for review. I'm still waiting to get that Zephyrus on pre-order because that's the one I really want. Alright, guys. This coil I already have vaping for a while, but I recommend if you start a new coil to start it in low watts and build your way up. Any new coil you want to start at a low wattage and build your way up. You know, you just don't want to start vaping at 40, 50 watts, you know. Another thing I want to recommend real fast, you know, guys, these tanks that are coming with these 0.2 coils, I'm not liking it. If you ask me my personal opinion on these, I feel like that these tanks shouldn't even come with 0.2 coils. I think anything below 0.5, 0.4 is just more than enough for these tanks. You know, leave those lower builds for RDAs and stuff that are more made for that. If you ask me, because you know, so that coil, something blows up in there. You know, I'm sure that, you know, they use that wire, that non-resistance wire or something, whatever it's called, that helps protect it, I think, or whatever. I might be just talking bullshit right now, but I think that wire has something to do with helping it, you know, not do like some crazy things or something or whatever. But you know, my father, he's new into vaping, and you know, with all these new Sunbone tanks that have been coming out, and you know, I've been getting him watching all the vape reviewers and stuff. He wanted an Arctic tank, you know, and I told him, you know, get the 0.5, you know, because the 0.2 is too much. You're a new vapor, you don't need that. You know, he still doesn't understand that much. You know, what does he do the minute he gets it? He wants to pop in the 0.2. He popped it in. Within an hour, he's calling me up saying, I ain't getting no vapor out of this thing. I ain't getting no vapor. I said, did you increase the wattage? He said, oh, I got it at like 25 watts. Then he called me back another hour later, and he said, this thing sucks the juice. And the fact that I got to vape it at high wattage, it's killing my battery. I said, well, what do you know? You don't want to ever listen to your son, right? You know how it goes, guys. I said, Pop, I tried telling you that 0.2 coil is worthless. It's going to suck your battery, and it's going to suck your juice even more. I said the 0.5 coil performs just as good, and you'll get more battery life and less juice, you know, to keep refilling. Sure enough, what is he vaping on all day long now? And he loves 0.5 coil. I also have the 0.5 coil in here. Even though I got the 0.2 coils, I feel the 0.5, just like I explained, is better. You know, everything I just said, I feel the same way about this. So, without further ado, here we go. So this 0.5 coil, I'm vaping it at 40 watts, guys. Let me get her primed up. Get you back. To bump the watts up to 50. That was at 40. 50 watts, 0.5 coil. 5.2 volts. Flavor is great. Flavors are very good. Very good. Massive airflow. Massive. Just, I don't even have a tank to compare. This is the most airflow. Killing the Goblin, killing the sub-tank and airflow, because those are my two main go-to tanks. I swear it's very, very close to an RDA experience. Very close as far as flavor and vapor. One more, guys. So as you can see, guys, she's chucking. She is a chucker. I mean, if you want to throw clouds and you want to have ultimate taste, because I really think this thing provides very good flavor, and I have to agree. It's crazy how these tanks are literally, I mean, I got a Doge here. You guys know how wide open these things are with their drip tips. And this thing is tasting almost just as good as this. It's probably a 5% less difference. I'd say that if this was at 100, this is at 95. Yeah, guys. Flavor galore, vapor galore. It's a great tank. It's just that I almost don't want to recommend it for the fact that they couldn't test their product and see. It would have took them like that to figure out that this thing was leaking. That's not good, guys. You know, not happy with that. Another thing I'm not happy with, I could tell my buddy Murray that sent me this tank. I could tell what he had to do. Every single coil, guys, that I received from him were open. And I'm not mad at him in any way because I realized what he had to do. At first, I was like, dude, why are my coils opening up? But then I realized they're impossible to read if they're 0.5, if they're 0.2. You don't know. Some of them don't have the readings sticking out. So how do you get to it? How do you know? You know, you can't just take a guess. So he literally had to crack open every single one and turn the coil until he could read, oh, this is a 0.2. Oh, this one's a 0.5. Okay, that one goes with him. That one goes... You see, it just fell out. Just literally fell out. So, the Freemax, find a better way to package your coils. I know most companies probably won't be doing this, pinching the coils open, but to be honest with you, I don't know how they're going to figure out what size coil head it is if the reading isn't right up on the top. You know? So that's the Freemax Starre tank, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, I have these reviews for liquid coming up. Before these, though, I have vaperite.com. They sent me juice about excuse me, 2 weeks ago. So I have to review that. I got another thing, you know, guys. I don't know if I made a video trying to explain it. I don't know if I uploaded it, but you know, guys, you might see me on other people's review channels with you know, posts about, oh, well, I could get this product for cheaper here. You know, if somebody's like, oh, I paid this for it, and then I write, I could get it for, you know, cheaper at da-da-da-da-da. I'm very passionate about getting the best price, and when I find a good price on something, or when I find a new product, I get so excited, and I just want to shoot out everybody that I talk to in emails and let them know, hey, there's this new tank. Hey, guess I'm not trying to show off, guys. It's just that I'm so crazy when I research it constantly, and when I find good deals, I want to get them out there. So every day, letting them know, because I figured those guys, they have so much more traffic than me and flow that they could get the information out a lot faster, you know? So that, I just wanted to clear that up. Why I started bringing that up is, here's my pick of the week, I guess we could call it, or maybe I might be starting something like this where I have like a hot item or a hot tip of the week or something like that. But yeah, guys, Amazon.com. This is a 100-foot roll of nickel wire. Okay, this is 26 gauge. You can get it in 28. You get it in 30. You get it in 32. Whatever you want. I went a little lower. Sorry about that, guys. Phone ran out of memory. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up. I was just trying to let you guys know that if you didn't know already, on Amazon.com, you can get a 100-foot roll of nickel wire, canthal wire, nichrome wire. There's plenty of good sellers on there. But I found this 100-foot roll. I think I got it shipped to me for about $8. No more than $10. 100 feet, guys. This is 26 gauge, so can't wait to use that when the IPV comes. We covered the Starre. Told you about the juices coming. Told you about the Derringer coming. Told you about the Doge coming. I still want to make a sub-tank mini RBA video because I put a nice build in that the other day, and I had that thing ripping just as good as my Goblin, guys. And I got this little bad boy ripping too. Just a simple 0.3 4 wrap 26 gauge or 24 gauge. I can't remember. Pretty good. Alright, guys, so stay tuned. I got plenty of content coming. I was slow for the last couple of weeks. I had a couple of internet problems. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but I was having internet problems. I wasn't able to upload. I have plenty of videos still to upload, so stay tuned for that. And I got juice dripping everywhere. So yeah, guys, I'll see you later, alright?